Okay, what's good, everybody? I hope you guys have a good. Everybody's having a good weekend. I hope everybody's having the time of their lives. First of all, before I start the show, before I start this live, I'm gonna make one thing and one thing clear. And this is to all my supporters. This is everybody in the dirty sector, whether you're a day one dirty sector or dirty sector 2.0. As of this day forward, I am no longer making any lives or any videos about Yvette Wilson, aka Eve James podcast. There will be no more disrespectful videos, no more lives. If I keep doing it and doing it, just letting Yvette know what an evil, stupid bitch she is, it's going to be old and redundant. And I'm trying to move on to new content, and I'm trying to get away from Yvette Wilson as much as possible. I just want to state one thing and one thing clear. Eve, I'm not going to call you the gorilla name. I'm just going to call you by your real name. Yvette, just because I'm no longer going to make lives about you doesn't mean that everything that you did to me, every evil thing that you have done, every single thing you said to me, I'm always going to remember. Everything you ever done to me, I'm always going to remember. You're not welcome back on my channel. You're not welcome. I don't want to see you in the chat. You are no longer welcome. And if you talk about me or even mention the diapers, I'm going to strike your channel. That's right. I'm going to hit you with the copy strikes, and I'm going to strike your channel if you ever mention me again. Now that I got that out of my system, let's start the show.
She was just a girl. She expected the world, but it flew away. So she ran away to the sea. She goes there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition with Lines for Carlos Cabral. This is your boy, Carlos Cabral. And today we're about to talk about something that went viral. Hold on, let me get my glasses. Yeah, sometimes I can't see, guys. So my glasses help me see a lot better. Okay, so today we're talking about something that went viral. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're living under a rock, Coldplay performed in Boston. I believe it was yesterday morning, no, last night or late Wednesday night. They were in Boston, and they were showing a kiss cam. And in that one of those kiss cam exposed an affair between a wealthy CEO and, ladies and gentlemen, Kristin Cabot, the current human resource administrator under President Donald J. Trump in the Trump administration. So that's why the reason that people are even talking about it is because one of the high top officials in the United States of America just got exposed in a secret affair. That's why this is happening. Coldplay exposed an affair that went fucking viral. So I'm gonna show this to you guys. So I'm gonna show it to you right now.
I'm a writer. I wrote Bob Marley the Untold Story. February
of the day. Ready to talk about this?
So this is one of the most popular stories, and I have to talk about it because here we go.
Everyone's talking about it. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Who's the latter?
It
Chris?
seems to be the latter. Yeah. This is a kiss cam catastrophe. This couple was caught on the big screen.
This is an affair. This when cheating. This is called what's in the dark comes to light.
At the Coldplay concert in Boston last night, and you heard the lead singer there, Chris Martin, calling the couple out after it seemed like they did not want to be seen. Well, the two people appear to be the CEO of a software development firm and his head of HR. Both of them married to other people with families on the incident.
Listen, viva la vida, but with crazy people. Like, what do you
Head of HR.
Head of CEO.
You know, it's interesting to think about the idea that if they had played it cool, like if the reaction had not been that, nobody would be talking about this today. And yet it's all over our feed. I feel for the families involved. Obviously, this is tragic and upsetting, but also people are watching all the time.
That's right.
Ryan and I were talking about that. You're always
like, yeah, it's an affair, but people are talking about it because it's fucking Kristin Cabot. That's why people are talking about it. Yo, maybe we were meant to see that. Maybe we were meant to see crazy shit in the second term of Donald J. Trump. If this shit ain't crazy, I don't know what crazy is. And this kiss cam that Coldplay did on Wednesday, it was Wednesday night, and in Boston, Massachusetts, it exposed an affair. So, fellas and ladies, everybody, you got to be careful now. Like, after seeing this, I'm good. I'm hollering at women who is already married. Nope. After seeing that yesterday, I'm good. So I'm gonna show this again.
Chris Martin unintentionally exposed a cheating couple during a Coldplay concert near Boston. The kiss cam caught them hugging, but when they realized they were on the big screen, both reacted nervously. Martin joked, unaware he was unveiling a scandal. Online users identified the pair
That shit's crazy.
CEO of Astronomer and Kristin Cabot, head of HR, both reportedly married to other people. What would you do if you got caught?
That is crazy that Coldplay, shout out to Coldplay, shout out to Chris Martin, and the rest of those guys. Shout out to those four men. They accidentally exposed a cheating couple. Yo. At a concert, man, you talk about busted. And I feel for the families, but that shit is going to stay there forever. That video, that document, that kiss cam, that's going to be for everybody to see. And that video is going to be there for many years to come. That shit's going to be forever. So, yeah.
Well, makes going back to school easy.
So, Mrs. Cabot, you better explain to your husband and your children, because you're gonna have to explain to your husband and tell everything why that this CEO, why this man was on your arms and on your ass. On that concert. You're gonna have to explain to that man, Mrs. Cabot. And if you're a Democrat, you have to be feeling motherfucking good. So I'm gonna give a shout out to another content creator that I support, Popcorn Planet. Go subscribe to that man. I'm gonna give it.
I don't think even Coldplay can fix this. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. Signor Kim is here, and Kim can attest. I found this story first this morning, super early. And Els Richie and Laura were banging a lot of stuff because I won't be here next week, guys, and we won't be live today. So I wanted to give you some content. We will have a response about the deposition delays and stuff from Blake, but this story now is everywhere on my feed. I thought, well, let's jump in. And I feel weird, but it's like I've been there with this guy. I've been that bad guy. This is different. Not trying to compare, but to have your whole world drop the next day sucks. Like I can't deny that. And this poor wife. Yes, there's now updates. So for those who don't know what we're talking about, let's break it down, Kim. You know, you've worked in HR before. You know a little bit about HR. Let's get your perspective on this as well. But let's start with the video itself. Here's the video. We have the video here. This start. Oh, look at these. Yeah. Now, I feel bad for so many people involved in this. Like Chris Martin is one of the sweetest guys. Like really a genuinely sweet guy who's trying to do the world better. He's trying to showcase people having loving moments, and it sure looks like these two are looking very, very confident in such a public space. You would think they're a couple, would you not, Kim?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing that surprises me about this is how public this is. And I say this from the perspective, I remember when the Eras Tour was going on, right? And Andy and I are both big Swifties. We followed a lot of that. And there was always this coverage. Almost at every show, there was some Swiftie that showed up and spoke to the press, and they'd have something over their head, like a paper bag or a mask or whatever. And they'd always just say, like, I called in sick. And if my boss sees me, I'm going to get fired. So no one can know that I'm here. And it's like, a lot of people have this awareness that it's like if you're doing something at a public event like a concert, everybody has a camera. People are live.
Seriously,
Streaming constantly, and they're trying to hide. Yeah, if you're trying to hide something, this is not the place to go. That's all I'm saying.
At all. If you're trying to hide a secret, if you're trying to hide the information, a nightclub, a bar, a concert, anything that's public entertainment in the public, this is not the place to go. So shout out to her for his co-host for saying that.
Sort of box or balcony, clearly visible by a lot of people. They got room. They're clearly rich because they're in some space where usually I got people right up against me at the concerts like this. But it's then the reaction, like these two were so caught because if they had just not done anything and just continued to do that,
Nobody would have said
no one would
anything.
have known better.
No.
We would have moved on. The wife may have found out, which would have not been good for the wife because that's the only good in this. No one's going to want to see that or say that, but thank God the truth was finally revealed.
Yes.
But then look at that reaction.
Yeah.
And here's the thing about Kristin Cabot. Maybe the husband would have known if they did it private, but the fact that this is 10 times worse, it happened right in a concert, right in the public, and it involves one of the top people in the United States of America. So, of course, this is fucking Warsaw. And I feel for the husband, I really do.
In real time.
And there it is. Oh, yeah.
And then he's like, oh,
I love how
yeah,
he just drops to the floor.
Oh, man, they walked right into that now. Typically, I'd be like, oh,
There it is.
these are not, these are random people. Let's not, but they put themselves out there.
You talk about embarrassing. They put themselves out there.
Confidently, sorry, this is the world we all live in. Everyone, yeah, I think it's fair to call them out. So there they are. He literally tries to go on the floor. And I want to call out this other one. This woman who's getting red-faced next to them clearly knew something, Kim.
You knew.
Clearly
Allegedly
knew. She's good, like, not my problem, you idiots. Like, I do think there's a little bit of like, oh, well, you morons, but you knew. And then a bunch of fans just have no clue that they're in the midst of this viral moment. Yeah, I'm on Coldplay video. Yeah. Like cultural pop culture moment that's about to happen. We treat this like a Zapruder film. But that, I haven't seen anything like this in a while. When I said to you, like, whoa. This was last night in Boston. So anyway, I don't have a little bit of empathy because this guy's now just his life's probably destroyed. Is it worth the punishment? That's the debatable. Some are going to say yes. I mean, he should have told his wife. He should have told his wife.
I mean, absolutely. Kristin Cabot, she should have told her husband. She should have told her, hey, I'm going out with this hot guy. He's the CEO. We just yada, yada, yada. And I think her life is destroyed. I wouldn't be surprised if she sends a re-sign letter to President Trump. Yeah, this is something. It should have been discussed with your husband before you did this. So, yeah. So yeah, this should have been discussed with the husband. I'm sorry. It should have been discussed with the husband. Yo, why is it not letting me share the link? Okay, now it is. So, link is dropped if anybody wants to go in. If anybody wants to talk about this topic, I'm going to repeat this. This is not a Dirty Sector live. If you want to talk about anything about the Dirty Sector, you're going to have to wait till the next live. Thank you very much.
In a way, like it's out. The wife now will know she can make her own decisions and move on with her life. And yes, we then, of course, the internet was very quick to figure out who this was. Literally, overnight, Kim. Like, in a moment, the internet was on it. Turns out.
Yep, and the internet was on it. They found out who the guy that had an affair with Kristin Cabot. Quick!
He's the CEO of a place called Astronomer.
He is the CEO of Astronomer. His name is Andy Byron.
And lo and behold, that while he was canoodling was the chief people officer. I don't know what that is. Like a HR person. Someone in charge of the staff, I would assume what that means, Kim, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. CPO is not really a term I'm super familiar with. It just reminds me of C3PO. But, I mean, it's usually not a good idea to
it's not a good look
with someone who is your superior. And I mean, generally not within the same office is advisable as well, but there are times. I mean, I worked in HR and I knew people that worked in my department that actually did end up getting married. But as soon as they wanted to kind of like give their relationship a try, a few of them, like, or one of them put in a transfer to take a sideways move to another department. So they weren't reporting to the same boss. They tried to keep everything above board. There's ways that you can make it work, but it does seem like this gentleman is potential.
I mean, hold on. It's taking me to a commercial. So give me a second. There we go.
Is potential.
Potentially, she froze. I don't know why she froze, but she froze. Well, as Kim figures out whether she's freezing and hopefully comes back, we keep going. The party doesn't stop. This wasn't all that was revealed. So now the wife found out and dropped her name, her married name, on Facebook. She also left comments.
Sure enough, Andy Byron's wife found out, and she dropped her last name in all social media platforms.
So look, leave this woman alone unless you're going to send her some love and support, which she very much clearly needs. Send her some support. We lost Kim, sadly. I'm going to put this in because I'm going to super the last name reportedly off of her Facebook. Posed, himself and was a complete scumbag. I've owned that. It's never right. I'm one of the great. Elfin was a complete scum. Someone who sadly has done this in his life. I'm one of the greatest shames of my life. It's awful. It is awful what this does. It's not funny. It's why I don't actually. I feel for a lot of people involved just because.
Oh.
Feel for a lot of people involved just because. Like, nobody should go through this publicly. Kim's back. We'll go back. We're still going. I just.
First time I'm seeing you. Jason Entertainment, welcome to the channel, brother.
No, I was just saying, look, I've been the guy who exposed, himself and was a complete scumbag. I've owned that. It's never right. It's one of my greatest shames. That's why I have empathy for everybody, just because I know it sucks for all involved. It's no excuse for what this guy did. Shame on him. He's going to take his lashes, as he should. But it really sucks for this woman who now has taken the last name reportedly off of her Facebook. And she is now left the comments open, though, is also kind of interesting about all this. There's been a lot of support and comments in here, support for the wife, which she absolutely deserves. At the same time, it's kind of a little creepy. Like, be careful, guys, not going this deep on it. And then, yes, the CEO guy has a husband as well. It's the chief people's person. This is his husband, her husband. So it is crazy out there. It's crazy out there, Kim. And also, the person who was watching, here's the guy.
It's the largest open source project today in the world.
Now he's getting a lot of attention. I'm sure he didn't want. Hey, look.
Oh, he's getting a lot of attention already.
Take your lashes. He deserves it to an extent, but it's going to be a lot. Like it could drive someone over an edge too. They probably have kids. Like that's why I have empathy. Even sometimes when people do wrong, because this guy deserves a chance to make it right. Obviously, do what he's got to do through a divorce settlement, everything else. Be there for the kids still. It's going to be a very messy thing. And that woman who I can't find it now. I thought I had it. The woman who sort of was smiling. Yeah, she was recently hired by the chief people person. Is the other thing. I'm not gonna call her out.
Oh gosh.
But
no.
just so we're clear, geez, look at this. But anyway, I laugh to say it because I'm not in it. I've been there though, and it's everywhere. It is everywhere, Kim. Every outlet has jumped in the story. We're in the doldrums of summer. It's the worst time to get viral and get caught in something like this because the press just needs anything to report on.
Yeah, it's the hottest story right now.
Coldplay now going viral, getting the news because of it. I'm sure there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Bro, all I know is Chris Martin was clowning that dude, and it turns out, this dude was in an affair. Shit was crazy. Shit was crazy. So if you just joined us, after Dahmer, the CEO is taking a break. Yeah, Andy Byron. So holy shit, that shit is crazy. So the guy who Kristin and Cabot is having an affair is the CEO of Dr. Dahmer, Andy Byron. So, and he has appeared in a lot of tech talks. That is crazy. That is fucking bananas. So I'm gonna type it right now. Oh, that's about to change, man. Homeboy about to be in child support. So Andy Byron's net worth is about 60 million. Around 20 to 60 million. Yo, that shit about to change, man, because his wife is about to get that money through child support. Divorce, child support, the whole 9 yards. That shit about to change, bro. Yo, this is the moral of the story. No, we have to be careful. If If you're in a relationship, and that's all to ladies and gentlemen, if you're in a relationship, guys, be loyal to that woman. And the ladies, vice versa. Ladies, if you're in a relationship, be loyal to your husband, your boyfriend, whatever that man, friend is talking to, be loyal to that man. Because if you're trying to hide something, bro, nightclubs, bars, concerts, parks, anything that's sports, anything that's public, casinos, that's in the public. If you're trying to hide this shit, those places are the motherfucking worst places to be. The worst places to be. So the moral of the story, if you're trying to do private, go to like the movies or chill at the mall. If you're trying to do anything in private, I would not go to a public setting. Those places that I just mentioned are the worst places to be. Now, this gave a whole new can of eye-opening. It's gonna be very motherfucking interesting how those nightclubs and the bars it's gonna be interesting how it's gonna work tomorrow. Due to that exposure, due to what Coldplay did. And shout out to those 4 men. All right, guys. I'm about to take a break, and I'll be back right after this song. We're gonna play another song of Coldplay. This is, I believe, hold on. Adventure of a Lifetime. All right, I'm about to get a drink. Your boy will be right back. Enjoy Adventure of a Lifetime from Coldplay. You make me feel like
You make me feel.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I'll be right back, guys. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. All right, so back to this. You guys just heard Adventure of a Lifetime from Coldplay. Shout out to Coldplay. What do you guys think about this whole situation? And yeah, this shit is crazy. This is crazy beyond me. It's and you know what's crazy? I was about to do a live on the Tampa Bay Rays. There's a lot of good hot stories in Tampa. It was either going to be the Tampa Bay Rays or Hearts with the extension of transit. I was going to do this as the next live, but this story went so viral. It was too motherfucking hard for me to ignore. That situation, that story was so viral. It was too hard for me to ignore. Too motherfucking hard for me to ignore. I have to talk about it. And you know, and to Kristin Cabot, motherfucking shame on you. Shame on you. Like, okay, I understand you want some piece of the action, but if you wanted all these mentors to yourself, including the CEO of a $1 million company, why didn't you just divorce your husband? Go to the divorce proceedings and then do what you gotta do. Like, the fact that even Coldplay is clowning you, you can't sue them. You can't sue Chris Martin. You can't sue their manager. You can't do that. That shit is there forever. You chose to go to the concert. You chose to go to the Boston Garden, and we got what we got. So that's on you, Christian. All of this, that's on you. That's on you. So there's 3 people in the chat. They're watching for the bushes. Only this guy, Jason Entertainment, is the only person that typed in the chat, who I saw for the first time. So salute to you. Usually, when I cover the 30 sector, I get a good 10, maybe 15. Man, one time I got 40. Sometimes I get 25 in the chat. So now it's, you know, this is something new to me, and I thought I was going to get 0 today. So thank you for showing love to my life. So. So we're going to play more Coldplay videos, and I'm going to tell you what I think.
Kiss Cam is known for its heartwarming moments, but it caught an awkward one at a Coldplay concert. It zoomed in on a couple cuddling, but internet sleuths were quick to work out why they didn't want to be seen.
Caught out. In a moment, these lovers won't ever forget. And one the world can't stop talking about. Kiss Cam at a Coldplay gig at Boston. He's the CEO of a software startup. She's head of his HR department. And their reaction said it all. They had something to hide.
Talk about
the internet did too.
Talk about an oh shit moment.
And the ears of what remembering that Andy Byron runs the billion-dollar business Astronomer.
Who knows what the future holds for us?
Oh crap! Hold on, guys. So this is $1 billion company. So this goat is a billionaire.
Business Astronomer.
Who knows what the future holds for us?
His mistress and colleague is Kristin.
Yo!
The future holds for us.
His mistress and colleague is Kristin Cabot.
Future holds for
Unreal. This is a story, and this is a topic people are going to talk about in the years to come. No, not years. In the weeks to come.
us.
His mistress and colleague is Kristin Cabot.
And can we talk about the employee that was with them? She obviously knows what's going on because she's there.
And from the internet didn't stop.
I would pay to be a fly on the wall in the office.
This is pretty viral stuff. Or do we have to get HR involved? I mean, HR was involved.
The moral of the story here is don't get caught on kids down. The clip everyone is talking about.
Here's the moral of a story is if you're going out with somebody and you don't want to be seen with someone, don't fucking go to a public event with somebody that you're trying to hide.
Except for two people who have the most explaining to do. Emma Cropper, 7 News.
All right, let's do. So we're gonna do a first. We're gonna read the comment section because everybody is talking about it. So this is a first. So we're gonna read the comment section, and okay. So Red Dot just says typical HR. True with workers, cozy with CEOs. Yo, Red Dot, you fucking stupid. And it says, Matt Meyer, Jertine says, how fun she gets to open an investigation into her own misconduct. Ain't that some shit? Hey, the fact that the chances of you getting exposed at a concert, I am sure there are changes coming to the entertainment industry, and don't be surprised if they make you sign a waiver. Facts. Facts. Fact BK 1903. Facts. Facts. I will not be surprised that in the next few weeks, the nightlife industry and the entertainment industry is going to make some changes, and they'll make you sign a waiver in order for you to attend those events. I will not be surprised. All right, back to this. So let's read the comments, okay? And just like that, Coldplay saved the man's wife from a unhappy cheating marriage and ruined these two cheaters' reputation for a lifetime. No shit. Just like in a nick of a dime, the wife of the cheater, she's gonna be a Coldplay fan forever. And they say that woman from an unhappy marriage, and wow. Not even a Coldplay concert can hide darkness. All things come to light. years living a double life, lying to your husband, your kids, your close friends, and then it slipped up on a kiss cam. And the whole world knows that you listen to Coldplay. They're mentioning to you, Christian Cabot. Yo, facts. That was a real Coldplay. So, anyway, guys, if you just joined us, I'm reading the comments of or see New York Post posted the video. I'm about to do something real fucking quick. If there's only 3 people watching from the bushes, let me check this weirdo's channel. Thank God he's not live restreaming my shit. I was about to torpedo his channel with a copyright strike. Okay. Continue. All right, let's continue reading the comments, and then we'll talk about the cheating situation and the changes that's coming. CEO and HR leader that pleads to technically populates to their employees. Yep, it's all BS now. Wow, now that's karma. I feel bad for the spouse, but this is a devastating way to find out. See, this could have been avoided if you just break up with that person and then be with the other person. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And at their age, cheating is an embarrassment. I feel horrible for the wife that was cheated on. Chris Martin and the cameraman are both savage. No fucking shit. Scuba says, it's always the HR women do I say, as I do. And we got Gordon Samples. I was there. They went to another couple, very cute. And Chris says, oh, wait, you're a legitimate couple? That shit was crazy. Cheaters always get caught. This is from Trip 550. That'll be the last comment. And you know why? Because they are also concerned about their own happiness, that they eventually forget what they're doing is wrong. A deep betrayal. Chris Martin to catch a cheater. Oh. Ain't that something? The chief of human resources. I wonder how she got the position. Man, child support is about to make that money. Child support about to make that money, bro. And the moral of the story is Kristin Cabot and that CEO, you two are fucked. All right, that's the live. I'm gonna be off tomorrow. I got things to do tomorrow, but I'll be back Sunday because I already scheduled the next live right before I hit this one. And you guys are gonna love it. It involves our favorite Puerto Rican trio, Ralphie Bear Polo Cologne. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see y'all Sunday. And hold on, let's get. Okay, so we're going to play Coldplay's latest single. This is Man on the Moon, and I'll see you Sunday for the next live. Peace.
Who knew Mama could come through like this?